Race 6 in today's program is the St. Peter Canisius Jacaranda Free Handicap over 1,200 meters. Runners are now coming out on parade. First out on parade is horse number 1, Wild Style, with Chase Marjan. 4 is Devil in Command with Hanny Krailing. 5 is Kevin Berry with Ryan Munger. Next up on parade is horse number 2, Rebel Soldier, with Wesley Marwing. Followed down by the 7 Esprit de Corps with Craig Zaki. 8 is Shepperton with JP van der Merwe. 6 is Haga with Sherman Brown. And last out on parade is horse number 3, Determination, with Brendan McNaughton. Those are your runners for race 6, the feature event on today's program. That's the St. Peter Canisius Jacaranda Free Handicap. Let's send you downstairs for the preview.
Welcome back to Bardale Park for our feature race of the afternoon. It's the St. Peter Canisius Jacaranda Free Handicap over 1,200 meters for 3-year-olds only. 8 runners going to post here for the feature race of the afternoon. And this is the first chance of, again, another chance of seeing the better 3-year-olds in the country take each other on for the first time, and gives a bearing as to where we're going to go when we head into the classic season. Well, my numbers here for the feature race, I've got number 1, Wild Style, from number 5, Kevin Barry, then number 6, Haga, and number 4, Devil in Command. Well, this sees the return of last season's champion 2-year-old filly, and she was champion 2-year-old, actually, not only filly, she was champion 2-year-old outright. And what a filly this is, she really did nothing wrong last season. She won her 4 out of 5 starts, and once she got winning, she was winning by no means an average of 3 lengths each time. She was really winning by big margins. And she seemed to get better and better with every start the further they went. And she ended the season winning the Champagne Stakes over the 1450, when she absolutely dawdled home by 4 lengths. This is the first run back this season. The first one is a 3-year-old, and she's been putting it lumbered with 60 kgs, and obviously that is going to be a true test of just how good she is. It is firstly her first run back this season, and secondly she's carrying 60 kgs for a filly, giving away weight. But I think she's above average. I think she's very good, and if not needing this run from a break and all that, and change of environment, having gone to the farm, I think she's classy enough still to be good enough to beat this field, and she is my first selection. But having said that, I have a lot of respect for number 5, Kevin Barry. I think he's a lovely looking individual, this horse chestnut colt. He's won 2 of his 3 starts, and when he ran his debut start of the 900 meters, he was well fancy from 7-1 to 18-10. He lost about 6-7 lengths at the start. He didn't jump at all, and he absolutely flew up for 3rd. I think that day he jumped on par, he would have won. But having said that, in hindsight, probably not a bad idea, because he really came out in his maiden when beating Chum and won in fashionable style. He showed a good turn of foot when he finally got going, and Chum has come out today and won, so that form's been franked. And then he stepped into a 3-year-old handicap, winning a very good race with a lot of command, beating Devil in Command, and he won a good race. He won by 2 lengths going away, and I think even though the weight turnaround with Devil in Command favours Devil in Command, I think the way Kevin Barry won that day, I think you've got to have a lot of respect for this horse. For 3rd, I've gone with number 6, Haga, and this horse on the weight turnaround with Kevin Barry is right there in the reckoning. There's a 4 kg turnaround in the weights, and for a 4-length beating, that puts Haga right there. He ran a decent race for last time out in the same race. And he's going to improve in that run. He didn't come into that race 100% ready with a bit of issues before that meeting. But he ran a good race nevertheless. And I think with that run, he's going to be much fitter today, a fitter horse. and I think Haga Haga can run a big race today. I'm not convinced he's good enough to beat Wildstyle and Kevin Barry, but I think he'll give a good account to himself, and he'll be right there in the finishing line. Number 4th, I gone with number 4, Devil in Command. I thought this horse ran a cracking race behind Kevin Barry. On the weight turnaround, he's definitely got a much closer to him. He's 2.5 kgs better off. But like I said, Kevin Barry that day, I think won easier than the margin suggests. He won full of confidence and full of and very much in command of the race. And though I expect Devil in Command to run a good race, I think Kevin Barry should still have the measure of Devil in Command. But speaking to Gokhan Terzi, he was quietly bullish about number 8, Shepperton. This horse has been doing some fantastic work at home. He said the work's been very, very good. And, if he was to select anything of his 5 in the races, he would go with number 8, Shepperton, as his first choice in front of Devil in Command. You've got to respect him, and you've got to respect the yard. They're in fantastic form today. They've had 3 winners today. And the half-brother to Shepperton, we saw Standpoint win the previous race in very fine fashion. So it looks like a decent family. He won his maiden by 3.5 lengths. And on that performance, I don't know how much the Formula 1 has been franked there because the second horse hasn't run yet. But Gokhan Terzi, confident with number 8 Shepperton, and you've got to respect this horse. Though all the money is still coming for Wildstyle. He's priced up 11 to 10, a bit of money for Kevin Barry and a bit of money for Esprit de Corps. But obviously respect number 8 Shepperton. Mentioning Esprit de Corps, not a bad run behind Kevin Barry, but on the weight turnaround, he's got to improve a little bit to threaten horses like Haga Haga, Kevin Barry, and Devil in Command. He's drawn 1, but he's not a bad individual. He won a good maiden plate and got to be respected. Balance of the runners in this race, you haven't spoken about Rebel Soldier. Good maiden win, beating Golden Mystery. We saw Golden Mystery win the Breeders' Fillies 2-year-old mile in the last season, but was well beaten by Wildstyle. Weight turnaround gives this horse a small chance on Wildstyle's form, but I think on other horses he has to improve. He was well beaten by Haga Haga, 8.5 lengths in the maidens, and Haga Haga is receiving weight from Rebel Soldier, so I would think that Rebel Soldier will have to improve. And likewise, number 3, Determination. The tongue tie is on. All the starts, barring the last start, have been behind Wildstyle, and I think they're not far behind. I think he's got to improve a bit more, especially in his last start, to threaten the main runners. Well, there's about 2 minutes to go, and they're going down at the start. And number 1, Wildstyle. Be interested to see whether she can reproduce a 2-year-old form. She did nothing wrong. She's a smart filly. She is lumbering the weight of 60 kgs, but I hear in my earpiece they're about to call the roll, so I'm going with number 1, Wildstyle. That's my first choice. I think she's got the class. If anything beats it, it's the weight, but I think she's a classy filly, and I'm hoping she can win again. Like I said, Kevin Barry, I like this horse a lot, and I think he could very well upset Wildstyle here and lower her colours. And I think these two could very well fight out the finish. The third, I've gone with number 6, Haga Haga. I'm looking for an improvement. He's 4 kgs better off with Kevin Barry. And the fourth, I've gone with number 4, Devil in Command. But like I said, watch out for number 8, Shepperton. A lot of confidence from the Gokhan Terzi yard, and he thinks this is his best of his quintet. But Wildstyle, for me, my first choice.
We're now upon race time for the feature event on today's program. That's the St. Peter Canisius Jacaranda Free Handicap. Over 1,200 meters, runners now being called into line. So Determination has come forward. Into stallback number 4. Working on Esprit de Corps. Esprit de Corps is loaded. Haga Haga is up next. Kevin Barry facing up. Kevin Barry's loaded. Rebel Soldier, Haga Haga, Wild Style, and Devil in Command to complete the lineup. Meantime, Haga Haga is not too happy. Continues backing away from the stalls. They'll try again. Halfway in. And looks like Haga Haga is finally ready. Devil in Command's gone in. Here comes the favourite. Wild Style into stallbank number 7. We're left with Rebel Soldier. Halfway in. Rebel Soldier is set. 1200 meters to race, and away they go. Haga Haga didn't get a clean start, so too did Esprit de Corps, but nothing too serious, as they fan out across the track and make their way down towards the finish line. Very quick into stride then was Kevin Berry, that goes up and takes up the lead. From back in second is Devil in Command. Dropping into third position then was Haga Haga. Rebel Soldier is also within touching distance. And then came the white cap of Esprit de Corps. Towards the back of the field then was Shepparton as they make their way towards the 600-meter marker. Nothing in between them as they pass now the 600-meter marker. It's still out in front, Kevin Berry. From back in second then was Haga Haga. Devil in Command is towards the grandstand side. And then came Rebel Soldier, who's down the center in the red and white. Determination coming up between runners, and then came further out to Esprit de Corps with 200 meters remaining. It's now Wild Style, the favorite, who picked it up, and Wild Style's looking good into the final furlong. Chasing up after that one was Kevin Berry. It's Wild Style and Kevin Berry, but Kevin Berry has overhauled that lead and goes on and scores. Kevin Berry has upset the favorite. Back in second is Wild Style. Third will go to Shepparton, ahead of Esprit de Corps. It's a hat-trick for the 5, Kevin Berry. 3 consecutive wins. This time just finds an extra ounce of pace to outsmart the favorite Wild Style. 5187, that's the result from Borrowdale, with Shepparton and Esprit de Corps rounding off the minor money. 100 meters to race, and away they go. Haga didn't get a clean start, so too did Esprit de Corps, but nothing too serious as they fan out across the track and make their way down towards the finish line. Very quick into stride then was Kevin Berry, that goes up and takes up the lead. From back in second is Devil in Command. Dropping into third position then was Haga. Rebel Soldier is also within touching distance. And then came the white cap of Esprit de Corps. Towards the back of the field then was Shepparton as they make their way towards the 600 meter marker. Nothing in between them as they pass now the 600 meter marker. It's still out in front, Kevin Berry. From back in second then was Haga. Devil in Command is towards the grandstand side. And then came Rebel Soldier, who's down the center in the red and white. Determination coming up between runners, and then came further out to Esprit de Corps with 200 meters remaining. It's now Wildstyle, the favorite, who picked it up, and Wildstyle's looking good into the final furlong. Chasing up after that one was Kevin Berry. It's Wildstyle and Kevin Berry, but Kevin Berry has overhauled that lead and goes on and scores. Kevin Berry has upset the favorite. Back in second is Wildstyle. Third will go to Shepparton, ahead of Esprit de Corps.
Like I said, the two top horses in the race, Wildstyle and Kevin Berry, would fight out the finish. And the weight, I think, just got a bit of Wildstyle. But Kevin Berry, a top horse in the making, and he dug down deep. Ryan, nice horses. When Wildstyle went past you, but you knew what he had underneath you. And when you asked the question, he dug down and came back.
Yeah, he is a very decent horse. I think he's going to be probably one of the top horses here in Zimbabwe if he keeps going the way he's going. And, you know, he's beaten Wildstyle, and she was champion juvenile, but I did have to give her 6 kilos, especially when they come back to the 3-year-old races. But this horse, I think he's looking for at least a mile. 12 is a bit too sharp for him, but he still dug down deep and won a game race.
Yeah, I thought a win full of merit, and look, the weights when it comes to classics will be in her favor. But I mean, look, you can only win your races as you do.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's a bridge I'll cross when I get there. But yeah, like I said, he's a decent horse, and he's going to be competitive in those feature races coming up. And like I said, he wants further, he wants softer going, and he's still a big baby still. He's still got to mature. So I think he's going to be a lacquer horse here.
Well, I heard the banter from Chase. He said that's the first and last time you beat him. Well, time will tell, eh?
Yeah, he must come. I'm not worried. But yeah, if that filly does beat him, then she must be something really special, because he's quite a nice horse. But, you know, big thanks to all the owners involved in this one. They're going to have fun with this horse.
Well done.
Cool, thank you very much, and I hope this one makes Mrs. Fisher feel better. You know, she's been a bit sick today, but I hope it puts a smile on her face. And thank you to Vanessa and everyone there, everyone behind the scenes putting all the work in.
Well done.
Thank you.
Let me get the trainer first, and I'll have you afterwards, Kevin. Or the assistant trainer. Vanessa, well done. I mean, this horse is a smart individual, and I like the way he won today. Take nothing away from the filly. I think she's smart, but this was a good win.
Yeah, no, it was a great win, and absolutely take nothing away from Wildstyle. She's a great filly, and that was a fantastic run from her. But yeah, this Kevin Berry, he's an amazing horse, and I think we're going to have so much fun with him.
Yeah, obviously you got the Triple Crown, or the big races coming up now in the season. The Guineas, obviously the next milestone to go for. You got something to look forward to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think in these next couple of feature races for these horses, it's going to be exciting.
Well done and a good win.
Thank you very much, and this was for Penny. I hope she feels better, and big well done to Ryan. He rode a great race, and to all the guys at home, thanks for their hard work.
Well done. That's Vanessa, the assistant trainer there to Penny Fisher. And the winning owners is Kevin Fallon and Mr. Adamson. Kev, you wandered onto the course just before the off. Take the lot, and you're going home now, aren't you?
That's right. Why wait around?
Kevin, well done with this individual. He really is a nice sort. I mean, we've always said he's probably looking for further, but I think his class is winning the races up the straight.
No, this is a nice horse. Horse Chestnut was a great stallion. not a dynasty, but he still produced lots of good ones. He was a great racehorse. Kevin's Girl won 12. So I always thought it was a mating that was going to work. And it's proved it. I'm very happy.
Well, congratulations, and I'm going to ask this buckler to come forward and hand over the trophies to the winning owner. They have it, the winning trophy to Kevin Fallon for Kevin Barry. Congratulations, Kevin. Kevin wants to say a quick other word. Kevin?
Someone said we've got a great horse. We've got a great trainer. Penny, I'm sure you enjoyed that. And I'm sure he'll give you lots more pleasure. You better get well soon. And we'll see you soon.
They have it from Kevin Fallon, wishing Penny Fisher all the best at home. She's not feeling well today, but yes, I'm sure this will put a smile on her face. And Kevin Barry, this is a really nice, smart individual. And he's just getting better and better. And he won a very good race and won full of merit, downing the colours of Wild Style. But like I said, take nothing away from Wild Style. She carries 60 kgs for a filly, never easy. And I'm pretty sure she won't stop there. But I think Kevin Barry probably looks the best 3-year-old in the country at the moment. He really is coming on the right way. And we look forward to seeing how he goes once we get the feature races going around the bend. And I think he's going to be a big contender for those big classic races coming up. But having said that, what can you say about Wild Style? Champion 2-year-old filly last season. She ran 60 kgs in her back. First run back this season. Never easy carrying 60. She ran a cracking race in second place under Chase Moshan. And I think this filly, once again going into this classic season, she's going to be a major contender. She'll get the 6th allowance against these horses, and they'll put her into the reckoning in a big way. But a good run for her in second. And these two were well clear of the field. And like I said earlier on in my preview, I thought these two would fight out to finish. Second and third and fourth. Third went to number 8, Shepperton for Gokhan Terzi and JP van der Merwe. And fourth place went to number 7, Esprit de Corps for Gokhan Terzi and Craig Zaki. That was the first 4 past the first for the feature race of the afternoon. But once again, well done to Kevin Barry, Mr. Fallon and Mr. Adamson, Penny Fisher and Ryan Manga for winning the feature race of the afternoon, the St. Peter Canisius Jacaranda Free Handicap.
And away they go. Haga didn't get a clean start.